Do you guys want to talk about the group assignment thing? I know you sent out an email, Mary, and
yeah, I wasn't sure if we were just going to like verbally give all of our data, but it seemed like a big waste of time to do it that way, so I just sent out a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Or you can make a Google Doc, and then everybody can edit it. And then when you edit it, everybody else will get it too, so that you don't have to keep sending around the same document.
That's a good idea. I forget about Google Docs.
We should be able to have edit privileges on the Excel spreadsheet, right?
Well, yeah, you can get edit privileges, but if you put it in a Google Doc, as soon as you edit it,
it shows up everywhere else.
Everybody else will see it. So it's like one document, so you don't have to keep sending it around.
Okay.
I can just copy and paste it and make a Google Doc later.
Okay.
Okay, will you do that, Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I emailed you guys out the assignment or thing, the design the study thing. So then I changed it just a tad today, and I don't know which is better. So I had it in there, so our, let's see, our design the sample. So I had said that we will count the marshmallow pieces and count this crunchy cereal pieces. So then when I got to thinking about it, like that turns it into a proportion, which is what we're working on right now, which is not a bad thing.
You just have to do it different.
But is it easier if we just say, are there more marshmallows in one than the other, and only show our data for marshmallows, not for the crunchy pieces?
I like that idea better because then I don't have to count as much cereal.
And then we're just doing a quantitative 2-sample independent study, and we're not doing proportions.
Yeah.
So the only thing is that when I was talking, so my husband and he was helping me. He was counting the generic, and I was counting my portion.
Yeah.
But when, while we were doing it last night, it's sort of weird because the marshmallows are big in one and they're small in the other, and it's just the total opposite because the crunchy cereal is big in one and small in the other. So I don't know if they're really, I don't know if it would work proportionally to do it.
Yeah, I get.
Do you see what I mean? Because like
Yes.
one's like 3 times bigger than the other.
So
you
the
want
generic,
to do average weight of the marshmallows?
the generic has way more marshmallows, but they're way smaller.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe this is way too complicated. I see you've got some weights on here. Do we count out the marshmallows and do a weight per cup? Like 48 marshmallows weigh, what do you have here? You have 6.4 grams is what 20 Lucky Charms marshmallows weighs?
Yeah, it's per 20.
So can we take the numbers from counting and multiply it by the weight?
But then you'd have to do a whole nother,
like randomly sample the weights too?
Yeah, then you would have to do that too. So I'm wondering if you could just do a random sample. So like take your cup, count out your Lucky Charms or your marshmallows, and then weigh all of them that were in a cup and see what that is. And then you could just say on average which one has more massive marshmallows.
And
then you actually get like a real answer rather than these ones have more marshmallows, but they're smaller. Then you actually know which one has more marshmallow flavor, I guess.
So you obviously have a kitchen scale, Marianne, that you use. Do you have a scale, Sarah?
I think so, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Mine is not a digital scale, so mine wouldn't be quite as accurate. Although I do think it's not a kitchen scale, but once upon a time, my husband thought he was like a gold miner because he watches too much like Gold Rush on the History Channel. So we have like all this like gold panning equipment. And we used to have to like go in the mountains for our like Saturday activity and like pan the river bottom. And anyways, I think that he has like a teeny little scale to measure gold. It's like digital, so maybe I can use our gold mining scale. I don't know how high it goes in ounces. We never got enough gold to see.
You could probably post, so just saying, you could probably post on Facebook if your Relief Society has a Facebook group, or
Yeah, I just
for
find
you,
the neighbor with the
if you
digital
know any
scale.
health nuts
Yeah.
that do macros, ask them if you can borrow their food scale.
Okay, I have one, but mine's just, it's not, it's just like you look at where the red line is and guesstimate. So,
And then, what do we want to measure it in? Grams? Yes?
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I will change the document tonight to just say like, is the mass of marshmallows more in Lucky Charms? Is the mass of marshmallows different? I was saying different, not more, because then we can do a two-tailed test, not a one. Which I feel like is
either way.
slightly easier in my mind. But anyways, so is the mass of Lucky Charms different than the mass of marshmallows in generic?
If you're wondering, you can get a scale from Walmart for $3.70.
Oh,
That's
that's
digital.
a good deal.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, see, I think I got my food scale at Costco. I think it was on sale. I think it was on sale for like $20 or something.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
still have to go buy my
$3.
cereals, so I'll just look while I'm there.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if mine's digital or not either.
Okay.
I can still have it. We did at one point.
Hopefully Russell has a scale. I'll change this and then I'll send out an email and tell Russell that either hopefully has a scale, or
He's got to go
ask
steal
around
one
and see if
from
he
the
can find one.
elementary school.
Yep.
Where is he anyway? Sheesh.
Oh no.
All right. Well, should we start the quiz then?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Did you get through it, Mary?
Not completely. I was talking.
Sorry for
Although
calling you.
Oh wait, I did that wrong. No wonder why that is not going the way I expected. Sorry, I'm ready whenever you are. I'll just do that later.
I'm good. Are you good, Amanda?
Yep, I'm good.
All right. We'll start on question 3 then. The symbol for the true population proportion is which of the following? I said P hat.
So tell me, I still get super confused about P versus P hat. So what is P?
Oh man, hold on.
P is the population proportion and P hat is the sample proportion.
Yep, it's actually P because I just looked at my notes and I think I got that out of something else. So I'm going with P actually, I lied.
All right. I had P the first time, but I totally would have went with P hat if you said so, because I still am confused on that. So
Well, I don't remember.
I'm
where
telling
I
you,
looked for
come
the
up-
answer for that.
Come up with a cheat sheet like what I did. This thing is saving my bacon. I'm telling you. It's great.
I've got one going. I just don't have that on there, but I will add it.
I've got a cheat sheet. It's just not very organized. It's in different colors and everything has arrows pointing to different formulas. And
Okay, P
I am-
equals population, P hat is sample.
I am all about making lists.
Okay, I can take question 4. So for the next few questions, suppose that n equals 100, p equals 0.25, and p hat equals 0.1. The requirements for constructing a confidence interval are satisfied. And I said true.
Agree.
Yep.
The requirements for conducting a hypothesis test are satisfied, and I said true.
Me too.
So I did 2. Did you say true because the conditions are the same for either one?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought, but then I was like, because they asked it twice, then I was all of a
Yeah.
sudden like, wait, are
Well,
there
because the reason why they gave you P and P hat is because for doing the confidence intervals, I think you use the P hat. You use n times P hat is greater than or equal to 10. But doing it for the hypothesis test, you do
just
n
P?
times P.
Okay, got it.
So, but either way, it still works out fine.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Number 6. A study of first-degree murder trials was conducted in another state. A random sample of 60 people on trial for first-degree murder was taken. Of these, 45 of the defendants were found guilty. Find p hat, the point estimate of the proportion of first-degree murder defendants who are found guilty in this state. I had 0.75.
Agree.
That's what I had. Create a 95% confidence interval for the true proportion of first-degree murder trials in the state where the verdict probably means where the verdict is guilty. Input your answers for the margin of error, lower bound and upper bound. Determine margin of error for this 95% confidence interval, round to 3 decimal places. So I had got 0.11.
Me too.
Yes. Input the lower bound, 0.640.
Yep, me too. For the upper bound, I got 0.86.
Yep.
If you increase the sample size from 60 to 80, what do you expect to happen to the width of the confidence interval? And I put decrease.
That's what I put.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, good, because I kind of just guessed.
So the way I'm fairly certain that my husband would explain it is that the more people you sample, the more representative your sampling is of the actual population. And so when you do that, you don't need as big of a confidence interval because it becomes more true to the population.
Yeah, okay.
Did I do that one okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
He's sitting on the couch behind me. Just making sure I'm quoting him okay. Okay.
That most of your confidence intervals is solar wind will actually contain the population value.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go. To conduct a hypothesis test for one proportion, 2 requirements must be met. Suppose P equals 1/2. What is the smallest n can be and both requirements still be met? Okay, this one gave me trouble on Tuesday, and I'm hoping that I finally got this one right. I said 20.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I had.
Hallelujah. Hot doggy.
Okay, sorry, I'm actually backtracking a little bit, but I was just reading the textbook,
Uh-huh.
and it says also the true mean of p hat is p, and the standard deviation is whatever the formula is or whatever. But then in yesterday's lesson, it says that p is the true population proportion. So what's the difference between the true mean and the true population proportion? I don't know. I guess it contradicts itself. Wait, hold on. I might actually just be going in a circle. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Just ignore that question. I read it wrong.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
I think that you have 12, Sarah.
Okay. To conduct a hypothesis test for one proportion, two requirements must be met. Suppose P equals 1/10. What is the smallest N can be and both requirements still be met? I said 100.
That's what I had.
Yes.
Okay, use the following information for the next 6 questions. For the water quality study in the reading, about 60% of the macroinvertebrate water quality indicators have historically been associated with good health. The researchers suspect that the water quality in the area has decreased. They conduct a hypothesis test using a significance level of 0.05 with the following hypotheses. Null hypothesis equals 0.6 and alternative hypothesis is less than 0.6. They collect new data, and this time n equals 80 and x equals 38 indicate good health. The conditions for conducting a hypothesis test are satisfied, and I said true.
Me too.
Yes. Okay, sorry, give me one quick second. Here we go. Getting my spreadsheet all lined up. All right. What is P hat? And P hat is the point estimate of P, so I put 0.475.
Me too.
Yep.
Find the test statistic. I always had the hardest time saying that. Negative 2.282.
That's what I have. What
Okay.
is
Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, go back to that point. What?
It's negative 2.282. You can find it in that table.
Yeah, did the
That's what
Excel
I was
spreadsheet.
trying to find, and I don't see where it is.
It's Z. It's at the bottom on the left under the one proportion Z test.
And are we doing this two-tailed or one-tailed?
It's so up where it says type of test, it's a less than test. So if you click on that box, it gives you a drop-down menu to choose.
And this is a
So
less
we're-
than test?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
See, that's what I have, and I have negative 4.392.
What do you have for your X
38,
and your N?
80.
Okay,
Did
and
you
then
change your null hypothesis?
yeah.
Null hypothesis says 0.70.
You need it
So
to be
change it to-
0.6.
0.6.
Ah, there we go. 0.6. Sorry, you guys were cruising. There we go. Negative 2.82. There we go.
Yeah, we'll just have to let Russell know he slows us down and he can't come anymore.
Okay, what is the p-value? 0.011.
Yep. What is the decision for this test? Reject the null hypothesis.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Because you're scaring me.
Sorry, some of these are a little backwards, so
I know.
I'm thinking about it.
I had to write it down because I keep forgetting.
Is it my
Okay,
turn?
am I next? Which of the following best summarizes the conclusion of this test? The last one, there is sufficient evidence to conclude the water quality in the area has decreased.
That's what I put.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm submitting. Let's see what we get.
We got all of them.
Hot okay. Man, I love the spreadsheet. Why have we not had this sooner?
I know, it's nice.
Well, like all the software we have is so much nicer. My last stats class, we had to do all this stuff by hand.
My husband
well,
my husband told
that's
me
nice.
when I was complaining to him about the applet, he goes, you know what? Don't complain about that applet. I had to look it all up on charts, and trust me, the applet
Yep.
is better.
That's what I had to do too. We had like they printed out on our test. We had like a packet like 10 pages thick where you had to pick which confidence interval on which table and all that stuff, and then you had to go look it up. Oh, it was a pain in the butt.
No thanks.
I mean, you kind of understand. I feel like you understand it a little bit better when you have to calculate it all out by hand, but
Right.
takes so much time. Like I spent 2 and 3 hours in some of those tests, and they were like 10 questions.
Next
No
semester, I have another math class, and I can't remember now what it's called. Anyways, I don't know. I have to look it up. But in like looking on the Facebook group, a lot of people said that like taking this next math class like really puts this stats class like really solidifies it and like how it all comes together and works.
Is it the other stats class?
Let me just hurry and look it up. It's like on the
Because
tip of
there
my
was a
tongue. I like
class
want
that
to say
I
what
took.
it is.
There's a class that I took that counted for some other stats class, but it doesn't go towards my degree, so it just counts for an elective. And I'm like, this is dumb.
Oh, it's epidemiology.
Oh,
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
So it's like all about the study of diseases, and it like really takes, I guess, this like statistics and then really puts it into.
It builds on it because you're using the statistics that we use in this class and more statistics to track disease and
Yeah.
see how it.
Have you taken it, Marianne?
I have to take that. I'm going to be taking it. I think that I would wind up in a straitjacket if I had to take 2 statistics classes back to back. I think I'd rather have a rusty screwdriver in my eyeball.
Well, I want to take them back to back and not have any time to really forget. Although we'll have 6 weeks between these semesters, so.
I don't remember where. I don't think I'm taking them too far apart. I think I only have like 1 or 2 semesters in between. But the next classes I'm kind of looking forward to. I think I have like health and something else. I don't remember what it is, but it didn't seem to be terribly complicated, and it didn't seem to be math related. So I'm good with that. I have a general dislike for each other. I like doing math. It just doesn't seem to like get in.
You're doing great.
I had no problem when it came to like algebra. I can, plug numbers and I can swap them every which direction and, isolate the variables and all those things. I'm great at algebra. This crap stretches my brain to a point that it feels like it's about ready to pop. And I'm done. 4 weeks left, right? 4 weeks.
It's okay. I had to take this calculus class my freshman year he was Ukrainian and he spoke like broken English. But he was also a NASA scientist.
Oh.
So he was like super smart and had a really hard time dumbing it down. And then to make it even better, he didn't speak English very well. And so that was a rough class.
I had one of those my freshman year. Out of high school, I really wanted to major in math because I just loved math in high school. And then I took a class my freshman year with a guy that could barely speak English. And I was like, never mind. Like, I was so bad in that class because I couldn't ever understand him. I was like, what are you talking about?
I know. He would always say, yes, no. Well, no. It was so awful. I hated it.
That was me with biology. My last like traditional, in-person classes. I think we were living in Texas at the time, and level biology class. It wasn't super complicated. The guy that was teaching the class had been a researcher for like 20 years. He could not bring the material to your level. He could not. It was so complicated. Within about 10 minutes, you would see people whipping out their phones because you just couldn't. His tests would look at the curve. He'd always show the distribution. Scores. There would be quite a few. There would be a lot of D's. There'd be a few C's, or 2 B's, and almost no A's.
Oh, that's crazy.
That was consistent. He'd say, "Oh yeah, a 65% average. That's really good." That his class had got a 65% average. I don't know if you're smoking, but it's not a good average.
Technically, that's about where it's supposed to be, though, if you think about it. Because I think average is supposed to be like, what, a 70? Technically speaking. I mean, it's never actually that way, but technically speaking.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will adjust.
I
the
took a
design
picture
study.
of every time because they were not pretty.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Well, I'm going to adjust the design the study, and then I'll email that back out and then get it submitted before Saturday. So, but just go over it again before I submit it.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Amanda.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
Bye.